Small savings, big confidence. Your money story can begin with tiny, repeatable steps rather than grand, risky plans. When you treat saving as a sequence of small wins, each win confirms your ability to change. This is not about perfection but about steady improvement that compounds over time. In this video we explore savings milestones that people actually reach and how those milestones change how you think and behave with money. To understand why milestones matter, think about progress in a game or a sport. You learn faster when you can point to a target you reached, not a vague idea of what might be possible. The same principle applies to money. Milestones convert vague goals like reduce spending into concrete targets you can track, celebrate, and reuse as motivation. When you hit a milestone, you not only have a new dollar amount, you gain evidence that you can sustain a habit and handle bigger challenges ahead. Let us start with the first milestone. A practical starting point is a modest emergency fund of $500. This amount acts as a psychological shield against minor shocks and reduces the emotional pull of tapping into non-essential funds during a tough month. $500 is not magic, but it serves as a solid psychological boundary that tells your brain you can protect yourself with a reliable buffer. It also creates a base you can build on with the momentum of real results. How do you reach $500 quickly without feeling deprived? The key is modular savings. Break the target into small, automatic steps that align with your paycheck cycle. For some, that means setting aside $10 from every paycheck and adding a weekly $10 transfer. For others, it means capturing a portion of any small windfall, such as a gift or a refund, and directing it straight to the fund. The exact path matters less than consistency. The point is to produce a steady stream of small wins that you can accumulate into a meaningful cushion. With the emergency fund underway, the second milestone expands your vision. Aim for 1 month of essential expenses. This is the staple cushion you would need to cover rent or housing costs, utilities, groceries, transportation, and basic health needs for a full month if your income paused. Reaching this milestone dramatically reduces the pressure when a single check is delayed or when an unexpected cost arises. It also shifts your relationship with risk from fear to measured planning. Calculating 1 month of expenses is not about guessing the future. Start by listing your essential categories and their minimum costs. Then add a small buffer for minor irregularities. The result becomes your target cushion. If the number feels large, remember that you can build toward it in stages. Perhaps you begin with half a month, then move to a full month as your schedule tightens into a reliable rhythm. The plan is to progress, not to perfection. A core driver of progress is automation. Milestone 3 centers on creating a steady savings habit through automatic transfers. Set up automatic contributions to a dedicated savings account on payday. The timing matters because money is most persuasive when it moves before you notice it. Automating eliminates the need to rely on willpower on a day when other demands compete for attention. You are shifting the habit from a choice to a built-in system. To make automation work for you, keep the task simple and observable. Start with a modest amount that does not affect essential cash flow. For many, $5 to $10 per day is a realistic entry point. For others, a fixed percentage of take-home pay works better. The goal is a predictable cadence that you can adjust only when your overall finances change. As you automate, you begin to see the compound effect of small, regular contributions. Milestone 4 introduces sinking funds. A sinking fund is a separate savings bucket for specific goals such as car maintenance, a vacation, or home repairs. The psychological benefit is clear. Instead of seeing a single pile of savings that can be spent on anything, you see distinct targets that guide your spending decisions. Sinking funds reduce impulse purchases because you have a clear plan for how future expenses will be paid for without debt. Set up 2 to 3 sinking funds to start. Assign discrete goals with their own monthly targets. For example, set a fund for car tires and another for home repairs, each with a monthly allocation. If you receive a tax refund or a raise, allocate a portion to these funds as a way to speed progress, not to inflate your lifestyle. The act of separating funds creates a sense of order that improves focus and reduces anxiety about big expenses. As your plan matures, you can add a larger cushion. Milestone 5 targets 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. This level of cushion is more robust and helps you weather longer disruptions, such as temporary job changes or health-related leaves. The broader cushion does two important things. First, it lowers the stress associated with income volatility. Second, it buys you time to adjust your budget without sacrificing essential needs. The feeling of safety that comes from this milestone is itself a powerful motivator to maintain the saving habit. 3 to 6 months of expenses is not a destiny you suddenly arrive at overnight. The path is incremental and cumulative. You might increase the monthly allocation to existing sinking funds, or you could set a separate monthly transfer dedicated to the 6-month target. The exact steps vary by income level, family situation, and debt status, but the underlying principle remains constant. The more predictable your finances, the fewer decisions you have to make in a crisis, which preserves cognitive bandwidth for long-term goals. With each milestone you gain more than just dollars. You gain a new attitude toward money. Confidence is not a fixed trait. It grows when you prove to yourself that small tasks can be completed consistently over time. This confidence changes your choices in subtle but meaningful ways. When you know you can handle the next step, you are more likely to take prudent risks that support your long-term goals rather than retreating into short-term fixes. That confidence also changes how you approach expenses. You begin to view spending through the lens of opportunity rather than scarcity. Rather than feeling deprived when you cut back on non-essential purchases, you experience relief because the money saved supports your next milestone. This positive feedback loop reinforces another critical habit, mindful spending that aligns with your values and future plans. A useful mental model is to treat savings as a separate project with its own timeline. Each milestone is a milestone in that project, not a single event. When you plan this way, progress feels trackable and real. It becomes easier to explain your plan to family members, friends, or a partner because you can point to concrete numbers that show what you are building and why it matters. There will be setbacks. Vacations, medical expenses, or job changes can disrupt even the best laid plans. The power of milestones is that they create a reset point rather than a failure. If you miss a target, you can adjust the next month rather than giving up. You can reallocate a small portion of your next paycheck or temporarily downshift a future contribution while preserving the core habit of savings. To sustain momentum, couple milestones with a weekly or bi-weekly check-in. A short review helps you notice drift early. You can check your balances, confirm transfers processed, and assess whether your current pace remains comfortable. If you are ahead of schedule, you can accelerate a monthly target. If you are behind, you can adjust the amount or reassign a portion of windfalls to the fund. The psychology behind this approach is habit formation. Habits grow strongest when they are connected to a regular cue, such as payday, and a clear reward, such as feeling more secure or seeing a larger emergency fund. The habit loop strengthens when you can celebrate milestones with a simple ritual, such as updating a chart or sharing a quick success with a trusted friend. Small celebrations matter because they reinforce continued effort without encouraging reckless spending. Keep your expectations realistic. Milestones are not about wealth overnight, they are about building a reliable system. A reliable system changes your relationship with risk, time, and money. It makes it easier to handle a stall in income, an unexpected expense, or a tempting impulse purchase because the system already has your back. When your plan is clear and doable, the brain stops treating savings as a form of self-denial and starts treating it as a strategy for security and freedom. If you currently juggle debt or irregular income, you might worry that milestones are irrelevant to your situation. The truth is that milestones can be adapted. Start from where you are. If $500 feels unattainable right now, start with a smaller emergency cushion and scale up as soon as feasible. If your income fluctuates, adjust automatic transfers to align with the best estimate of your take-home pay. The key is to maintain consistency and to treat every small contribution as a vote for your future self. Finally, remember that savings is a tool, not a punishment. It is a resource that gives you more options, not a restriction that boxes you in. The confidence you gain from hitting milestones supports wiser decisions across life domains. You become more capable of saving for a home, a family, education, or any goal you choose. The more you practice saving, the more your brain rewires toward prudent financial choices, and that rewiring lasts a lifetime.